It's the Clash of Conferences is just moments away. It's the Pats and the Niners under the lights on Thursday night.
It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the San Francisco 49ers. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. The rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And here's Trey Lance leading this 49er offense onto the field. Some very big expectations for the second-year signal caller.
San Francisco opted not to throw Trey Lance into the fire right away, bringing him along slowly last season. He still drew 2 starts, though, and showed flashes of his huge dual-threat potential in both. Almost 100 yards on the ground in a tough one against Arizona, and 280 total yards in a win over Houston. No bringing him along slowly in year 2. The keys to the car are officially his.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco.
And healthier Kittle was back in his Pro Bowl form in 2021. Even missing 13 games the last 3 years, he's still second among tight ends in yards since his breakout 2018 campaign. Gets another chunk of yards there and a first down with that catch.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
Nick Folk for the point after. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get three, and take some momentum into the locker room. Lance going back to the air after the pick six. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lance. It's caught. Mitchell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Again, it's Lance. Dancing. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Patriots have it. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his second season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who's the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing Jones. Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. First things first, though. Let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for New England. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. The big kick return nearly resulted in 6. Now they'll try to finish the job here. First and goal. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Go now.
Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up. Play action, now it's Lance. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting back now here in Santa Clara.
Here we go. Back.
It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. There they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So the Patriots coming out now. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A-game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.